I have found that one of my favorite places in the world is at the beach. I love feeling the sand in between my toes, smelling the crisp, salty air, and I could listen for hours to the sound of the crashing waves and the faint seagulls from far off in the distance. I imagine the massive world that is just under the limits of the water in front of me, and wonder what life must be like. In order to get an idea, I went to visit the Monterey Bay Aquarium over the weekend. I was able to spend a couple hours in this world, learning so much about the different plants and animal life, while also discovering how they are able to work together and live in such colorful communities. I became fascinated with the coral reef exhibit during my visit. There were so many differently colored fish and several different types of coral and plants. I was able to talk to an employee about the coral reef and how it is an ecosystem on its own. Often called rainforests of the sea, coral reefs form some of the most diverse ecosystems on Earth, according to Jody, an aquarium employee. She also informed me that though the ocean covers 2/3 of the planet's surface, coral reefs cover less than 0.1% of the world's oceans. However, 25% of all marine species can be found within the coral reefs. Sounds crowded. Later on, I was able to visit other exhibits within the Monterey Bay Aquarium, such as the psychedelic jellies experience and the newer tentacles exhibit. I have never truly realized how many different types of jellyfish and octopuses there were. This enforced the idea about the coral reef having not only diversity within the species, but also within the subtypes of the species. Have you ever seen jellies like these? Or how about ones like these, which were my favorite? I know this doesn't look like your average octopus. Nor this. It kind of looks more like a shrimp to me. My visit to the aquarium opened my eyes to the magical world underneath the waters of the place I love so much. I learned a lot about the mighty coral reefs and of the millions of species which inhabit it. I now know that this is one ecosystem which has so much color and life, all working together, living off of each other, and forming communities. It is as if the coral reef is a complete world on its own.